Orb is very, very expensive to cast now early game, and also the changes to Hurricane Pike hurt him quite a lot as well.
That's true. I like that Spirit Breaker Secret go back for the Spirit Breaker again though. They first pick that Lesh every single game so far. They really like that Lesh pick.
Yeah, they do.
That's something they must have been working on in recent weeks. And there's that Lone Druid that we talked a little bit about last game that they might potentially pick, but they've gone back for it this time. I love that this OD pick, Lone Druid pick, sorry. But I think up against this OD, we might see the range build rather than the bear build, because obviously the bear dies relatively quickly to the orbs. I think that range hero build against these, they haven't really got much gap close on Newbie at the moment. They've got this Sand King, but the OD and Troll don't really have much gap close on them. We'll probably see a blink on the Troll if with the Lone Druid goes to that range build.
Yeah, very possibly, like in game 1 from Newbie as well. They build a blink on their Troll then.
I think Secret are probably going to put this DK as an offlaner. You don't want to put that DK mid 1v1 against the OD. That's a really awful matchup.
That's true. That's the worst matchup probably right now. I don't know, I guess there's a few others, but that is just terrible. Like, AD does not lane well against that hero.
DK Lesh sounds like a good dual lane as well, if they put that in the offlane together. I mean, they could put it mid against the OD, it's fine. You can farm with the Soul Ring, Breathe Fire and such, but you really don't want to.
Yeah, there's an awkward situation to be in. Secret, though, first picking Lesh, 3 out of 3 games so far, really putting a lot of value on this this hero. We've had some great splitter so far from FATA, so, you know, why not? They're getting a lot of value out of the hero.
Yeah, this DK Lesh combo that they did in the first game was crazy. With this, just the duration of the stuns altogether, and the charges as well on top. Obviously, Puppey Spirit Breaker in first game. I'm like fanboying over it. I feel like it was crazy.
It was pretty mad, and we get to see the omnipresent Space Cower once again coming out for Puppey, so that's going to be exciting. So final picks coming up now. Secret, they look like they need, well, I mean, it's very hard to guess their lanes, but I'm going to guess they need an offlaner. Although they could do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say they need to ban out some big teamfight hero for Newbie in the offlane, and they ban out the Enigma. They'd banned out the Tide in the second phase of banning as well, so not needing to worry about that one. I think the Enigma would have been a really good pick against the Lone Druid as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just denying his farm in lane. The Malefice is really good against the Helm of the Dom creeps. The conversion is really good against the Helm of the Dom creeps as well. Obviously, instantly killing the catapult, getting 200 gold. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. And I think Secret need to pick up. Yeah, I really hope they pick up a different kind of mid laner here for the mid one.
Underlord's been... Oh, so you
maybe
think
a Visage
swap around the mid? I was thinking Ace would go mid on the Lone Druid.
Possibly, yeah, he
DK would take it safe and then they get something... I mean, I would have said Underlord, but obviously just not that strong right now. Okay, oh my god, what a treat. What an absolute treat. We're going to get to see a mid 1 Ember Spirit.
This is crazy. I'm glad they put the DK on the offlane, but when I think of mid lane matchups, I don't think of Ember being very good against OD either, I've got to be honest, but I'm super looking forward to this.
Yeah, if anybody can pull it off, it's our boy mid 1.
And it's really good lockdown. It's really good kill potential against heroes like Warlock and Sand King with the lockdown from the chains. Obviously, they've changed chains a bit now, so it's 1.5 seconds instead of 1 second at the lower levels, at level 1. And the damage ticks through every half a second instead of every second.
So. Not much of a difference on that end of things with this draft, but sometimes it can be important. So.
They don't really have massively good catch at the moment on Newbie. The thing is, they have this Sand King stun, but eventually what's going to happen is Ember's going to get a Lincoln's, and then all of a sudden they have no way of locking down the the Ember unless they get like a Hex on OD or something. You can't just rely on the Troll to bash him down.
Well, there's something you can use. There's a Centaur Warrunner coming out from Newbie. The surprise last pick for KP. And that's going to be the half man, half horse, and 100% ownage.
Yeah, I think KP's one of the only people that still play center.
yeah. Going to be interesting to watch that though.
Oh my god, what's going to happen, right, is they could pop Stampede, they pop Trollo, and all of a sudden they're running around like max movement speed and smacking everybody really quick. Oh my god.
Super fast, so maximum movement speed and very, very fast attack. What? How do you counter?
How do you counter?
Centaur Ags, is it going to happen?
Possibly. I think there's a chance.
A solid maybe.
I don't know how good it is though.
I love it. It gives you the ability to pass through terrain, which is just
That's
cool.
true. I think the damage reduction is probably better, but when I think about this, I don't think of like Ember's kind of burst damage. It's not really sustained damage across where a Stampede would be effective. Like Lesh, it's okay against, but Lone Druid, it's not really there, is it? Yeah, I think they just need to make sure they build some 4-stars and things on Secret. I think to deal with the OD and the Troll. And I think I think both teams just need to build mobility, to be honest. I think it would really help them this game.
Well, my money's on Secret. I think Mid1's going to run away with this game on his Ember Spirit. You know, not that I'm hoping that it happens, but it's awesome to see a comforting player in their comfort pick in the zone playing their hero well. But also you've got a Centaur, which is one of KP's heroes, so let's get into it. Game number 3. The final matchup between these two teams, and these teams have clashed many, many times before. Currently, Secret have got 10 wins over Newb this season, and then Newb have only managed to take 5 wins off them, but that's all going to change.
Yep, so with the good luck in your games. Again, with the love hearts.
Okay, so he's doing it again, so
oh my word.
Very cute. They are going to maybe find YapzOr. Kaka's smoke will be broken. Can he get the stun off? No, Leshrak's way too fast to get caught out by this.
Very quick hero, Lesh. Okay.
All right.
I think they're trying to bait them in a bit.
Feels like a bit of a bait, doesn't it? Maybe not tempting to go for the forbidden fruit, though, as they do back off to their side of the map.
I love these early smokes in like game 3s and things, though, when it's not expected as much as the other games. Like the first 2 games, they're like, oh, they haven't done it. They won't do it this time. Game 3, bam, do something completely different and just try and take them by surprise. Puppey wrapping around to put a deep ward down here as well.
I think that's one of the most important things about a game 3 is that you're not playing that kind of typical Dota. You're not playing what you've been playing for the past 2 games, therefore you're not as readable. Moogie will come into contact with Puppey here, but no big deal, as Puppey actually charges onto Karkar here and then follow up with a Split Earth, and that's just a decent amount of damage. Karkar does have the Burrow Strike though. Could Puppey be in danger?
No, he's got 4 armor on the Spirit Breaker. Just casually just going to trade hits. Oh, he has the charge.
He pops the South but gets charged up immediately, so that'll be cancelled. And there's a Split Earth as well. Puppey and YapzOr are doing it. A couple more right clicks will be needed, but he gets the Burrow Strike to the tower, and Karkar does live.
It's going to mean he's going to have to go back to base at the start of the game, which is not what you want to be doing.
Yeah, you miss out on those early levels.
KP's doing in this top lane as well.
Can't zone people.
Crazy.
Oh, is he just harassing under tower?
He just harassed while the creep wave couldn't attack him.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It stops you being able to block. I mean, in all seriousness, it's pretty good. So Ace is actually in this middle lane, and they're going to swap it up as Moogie comes in. They did TP though, so maybe we are going to see Secret respond to that with TPs of their own. Not sure.
Troll doesn't seem like a great hero against a lone druid to me when you have basically double the base damage of the troll because you have a bear.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what they can do.
OD versus FATA. This is a lane we didn't want to see. Well, Secret fans didn't want to see, that is.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. And the thing is, when you have this Warlock Centaur top lane, they're going to be putting so much pressure on this lane. They can just keep themselves sustained with the Warlock heal, and KP can basically just freely CS against this Ember. Yeah,
very difficult for Mid1 to find any right clicks in this lane, really.
Look at that change.
And now with the Split Earth as well, KP is taking a lot of damage under the tower. Do they have enough to finish him off? A couple more right clicks will be needed, as KP does pop that Mango to try and give himself the mana for a stomp, but he will get out at the end, and Shadow Word's going to heal him up quite nicely, although Sewing Chains, who knows?
Yeah, this laning phase seems really rough for Secret, I feel like, especially this top lane. I don't know how this Ember's supposed to farm. Like, it's cool that it's a flashy pick and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, but if Ember doesn't have a good laning stage, it's going to be really difficult for him.
Yeah, and you know, recently he was given 1 extra armor to start with, I think, but that's about it. And that does make his laning phase quite difficult because Harass just does so much on him.
YapzOr with a good Split Earth bait to try and
I saw that.
take the Warlock away from the bounty. That was good. Kaka gets the double bounty though as well, so both their position 4s getting the double bounty rune. I like that they've Secret blocked this camp in the bot lane as well, the small camp to stop Newbie from pulling. It means that when the OD pushes the laning like this, that DK's at least going to be able to get some farm and XP.
Yeah.
Ace though.
Taking a lot here, and with the bear and the false promise, fatal bonds, it's quite a lot of damage for him, so not enjoying that harass particularly. Especially
when you fatal bonds the bear to heroes. If the bear takes a lot of damage, the heroes take so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's quite a nice little thing to pull off versus Secret in this game, but
Ace? He might be in trouble
Faith
here.
is doing work. I mean, he's got the Shadow Word on him, and he can just keep on harassing him, and if he runs away, then he can just go and attack those creeps. Yeah. Just hit those creeps down with the Shadow Word. Is it enough? No, it is not. Ace will survive.
I think if he'd have hit the creeps...
Very close.
If he'd have hit the creeps quicker, he might have been able to have just about pull it off there, but unfortunate that with the Tango coming through, it's very difficult for them to finish him off.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, Moogie now in this middle lane, asserting quite a lot of dominance over this troll, thanks to the help of the Warlock.
All 3 cores on Newbie farming really well this game too. They're doing very well. And then whereas Actually, all 6 heroes are doing okay. I think these lanes for Secret should be going worse than they are.
Yeah, it's definitely not any particular favour right now. So we'll see as levels start to come through, which team starts to pull ahead. I mean, we're predicting Newbie, but Secret have been playing it quite well so far.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they're doing better than they should, like we said. And I don't know, this Ember, he's got Flame Guard. Obviously, Flame Guard takes away 80 damage at lower levels now instead of 50. And at level 2, I think it does slightly more than it used to as well. But again, not a massive difference. I don't think that's enough to help in this lane. I think as soon as Warlock rotated away, they've really punished that. And let the Ember get a little bit more now that they're not dual laning. Troll's doing better in this lane than I thought he would as well.
Yeah, Troll's doing very, very well in this middle lane.
I think he's doing a good job of using the axes to CS. As well as his attacks at the same time. I think when he's got this Aquila online as well now, coming on the courier, which is really going to help him.
Yeah, it should help him assert some lane dominance, perhaps over Ace, because Ace is falling behind a little bit. Well, he's top CS, but should be a little bit higher. But that's for the help of Faith, really. Kaka taking some creeps in the jungle as well. Just how much does this change to Sand King actually affect him? You know, because if his Caustic Finale creeps get denied now, they won't trigger the Caustic Finale.
That's true. I think it makes more of a difference for the offlane Sand King.
Stun is out, and now Puppey's coming through as well. FATA and Puppey doing quite a lot of work, 70%, but now down onto the low ground. Kaka will find safety in the TP.
Yeah, he's fine. Like, DK's doing okay in this bot lane at the moment, but I think the more OD gets levels, the more difficult it gets for DK to try and stay in this lane. With the mana draining away on him. So OD sitting top of net worth now. That's interesting.
5 minutes in and we've got no first blood.
Yeah, this is a lot more of a slower pace than the other 2 games that we've seen today.
Big contrast from games 1 and 2, but I don't know. I'm assuming it'll go to Secret just with Puppey on the Spirit Breaker, but I don't know. I remember last game when he was playing the Spirit Breaker and he was able to just like charge every lane and find so much space and kills. And this game he's kind of just been walking around trying to stay out of sight and be a threat. He's just not that threatening.
Yeah, I mean it's really difficult for him to kill anybody.
I mean he gets the start to KP, but the heal is already out.
Oh,
and even
Fatal Bonds.
Fatal Bonds. KP is actually going to fall here. That's your first blood. Goes to a Puppey.
Yeah, this is...
Now the stun onto Faith as well. Mid one does need to be careful, but he also wants to be an XP for this kill. And there we go, we get another one. So Puppey getting a double kill in the top lane, so never mind. How dare I say anything about Puppey's Spirit Breaker?
I mean, we talked in the first game how the Spirit Breaker Lesh combo, when they actually go together, you have such good kill potential. They've done this thing again where they split up at the start of the game, or all of a sudden they're together and they get kills. That's a shock, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, you kind of need them to be a part at the start just to make sure that you don't focus too hard on one lane.
That's true.
Once you get those levels up and once you get those lanes secured, then you can definitely start to roam around, and I'm sure we'll see a bit more of that as Kaka comes into the bottom lane. Will stun up Ace, but that's about it.
Yeah, I love that they realise the DK can't lane down here anymore. Ooh, Ace, is he okay?
He's going to have to use that...
Sand King's only level 2, so it doesn't do too much damage.
True.
So... I'm not sure this laning stage is so even at the moment. I think that double kill's really helped the Secret side, especially with Puppey with getting some items online, I imagine. But not getting as farmed as last game on the Spirit Breaker as in the first game. Sorry.
Yeah.
I love that Faith's come back up here for this dual lane though. They really want to pressure this Ember, but now Ember's got more points in the Flame Guard. He's so much more difficult to deal with. Yeah,
the Shadow Word and the Fatal Bonds and the Stomp are just all kind of not completely ignored, but they won't do as much now, and that gives the Ember a lot of safety, which also frees up the map for the Lash Track as well. You know, he can TP out of this lane and let the Ember go jungle or something with those high levels in Flame Guard. I don't think he can stay in the lane without YapzOr there, but we will see.
Fast Pop's a DK form, but isn't really going to be able to get anything out of it. He's actually gone for the 3-1-1 build, so because he was laning against the OD, he's just CSing with the Breathe Fire. So I think that's a good way of doing it. Just getting the Soul Ring online nice and early and just securing CS.
Yep, and Puppey looking for yet another charge.
Ooh, Kaka.
Surprise. Kaka could be in trouble. Going for the rune quite greedily here. YapzOr's nearby. A nice burrow strike actually from Kaka there. Stuns up Puppey, gets him away from the charge.
Oh, the Stampede.
Gonna take another rune and then Stampede himself away. Oh. Is he gonna go down here? Decides not to go for the Shrine, which is the right move because YapzOr would have just stunned him, but the lightning spam is real. And another nice stun from Kaka, but he is gonna go down to the right clicks of YapzOr.
Yeah, that lightning just to But make sure the kill comes through in case you get a stick or something.
Yeah,
I like that.
stick or fairy fire or something. It's a very safe play.
Puppey's going to run into Moogie here.
Hi, Moogie.
Well.
How are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm just farming creeps. Now, stun him up a bit and leave him alone.
Forced rotations, though. I think the OD TP'd in there, so that's very valuable.
Karkar TP'd in, I'm certain.
The OD's mid lane as well. So I think maybe the OD's gone mid to lane up against the DK again.
Yeah.
And the Troll's just making his way through the jungle back to the bot lane. Looks like Ace is putting a lot of the pressure onto this tier 1 tower, though. Yeah, it's probably going to fall here.
Yeah, with that bear passive at the higher levels, it's very easy to take down towers.
Yeah. As soon as you get that level 7 on the bear.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Towers just drop, they just melt. So, Secret starting to actually put up some dominance here as they are 3 kills to 0 and looking pretty good coming out of this laning phase. I mean, Ace has gotten absolutely loads on this Lone Druid, stun out onto KP. They will return with a Burrow Strike and with the Stomp, and there's the double edge as well, and that'll finish off mid one. Yeah,
until the Ember gets Lincoln's later on into the game, I feel like that combo is just going to come back to haunt him over and over again this game.
Yeah, big time.
I'm not sure if you saw before, but on the Druid, he actually went for a Keeler on the hero, so I think he is actually going for the ranged hero build rather than the bear build. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I think it's strong.
DK just pushing in his mid tower here. Everyone's starting to collapse here on this mid lane. Probably going to... And Secret have this really deep ward.
Alright, here we go. Charge onto SCCC and the bear to follow it up, but he does manage to get the Astral off himself. Now on the back lines, Karkar just staying inside. That's... feared away, actually. But it doesn't look like any blood is going to be spilt today. SCCC getting low, but healed up by Shadow Word. Now jumping forwards, actually running straight onto SCCC, but with the charge from KP as well, leads Puppey into a horrible situation where he will get decapitated by the blade of KP. What a play.
Puppey's like, oh, my charge is about to hit.
Yep.
It's about to hit.
It's about to... I'm under a tier 2. Oh, dear. Okay. I feel at that stage, he's already committed. He may as well at least get the stun off.
That's true.
Very disappointing, Puppey. Very disappointing.
Until he gets Astraled and then... Yeah.
True.
I'm not sure OD's leveled Astral, actually. Probably just gone for the Orb and the Aura.
No, he does have an Astral in that fight.
Okay. So Warlock's got the toe now, so he's going to be level 6 or almost level 6. And when that gets delivered out to him... And I think if they had the Golem that fight, it would have been huge and it would have changed it completely because they got a good Fatal Bonds.
I don't think Secret would have wanted to fight, actually.
No, definitely.
That's probably why they were going for this early aggression. And the nice stun from YapzOr, but they just don't have the damage to finish him off. And now in comes FATA, though, and surely this will be enough to help out. And there's the 6. But they do still finish off Moogie.
They have no
meanwhile, mid one gets taken down by SCCC. I believe that was up at top.
Yeah, I think that was the Kaka stun into the OD damage afterwards. But Ace in the spot lane, you see he's got the phase boots, Aquila going for the Mask of Madness. Yep. He's just pushing these towers down, just split pushing, doing what he does best.
That's going to force some rotations for sure.
Yep, definitely. And you see KP coming down here to this bot lane. They can kill him here. They have just resummoned the bear, but it looks like they're just more... They don't have any TPs on any of their cores at the moment.
Yeah, Ace very aggressive, actually. He just not refusing to get back here. And, well... Newbie, I don't know, it's so taking a step back, I mean they've managed to find 3 kills now after this laning phase, so things still pretty even. Looking at the late game, you know, you've got a Druid, so that's always going to go in your favor in the late game, but right now they got to battle through the mid. Troll has just been completely shut down in this laning phase, and, well, not completely shut down, I know, it's not as bad as it looks due to the order of the net worth. He's actually only 600 gold behind Ace, which isn't bad at all, so he hasn't been completely shut down, but he's the worst, doing the worst out of the cores in the game, other than mid one. So, which is going to affect them more? Mid one slow start, or the Troll's slow start?
To be honest, mid one slow start probably doesn't matter as much, because obviously you love to have a good start on Ember on any hero, but if Ember had been just catapulted forward, he would have just been insane. But Newbie did a decent job of shutting him down, but I'm surprised he's got as much as he has still. Like, if they'd have shut him down completely, I think it would have been really difficult for him to find space in this game. But, you know, he's doing okay at the moment, and I think he's the big late game hero for either team.
Yeah, that's true. Ember is taking a lot of damage, though. We'll be alright. Meanwhile, Newbie mount a push in the top lane, just looking to take down this tier 1.
Yeah. Oh, mid one's actually going for a blade mail. Wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess, I mean...
You're really playing with fire here.
Yeah.
Ember, fire.
Good, yeah.
See what I did there?
we all heard it.
Yeah, thank you. He's pushing this bot lane again. He has the Mask of Madness now.
Uh-oh, there comes a charge. SCCC will get that banish off. And now KP setting up for the stun on top of it, although the roar away. Kaka force him back. Now Karkar is going to go in from the stun, and I think this may be a dead little bear man as they do finish him off. finally punishing for being so aggressive. Yep, Secret immediately looking to punish this. And there's a split up, and now the fire will come through and finish off Mr. Faith.
Yeah, so they are going to get a tier 1 as well here, I think.
Classic Secret play. You know, something happens on the other side of the map, immediately make it happen for you guys as well. You know that you're safe to go for a gank there. That's
what happens when you have the Spirit Breaker though as well.
Yeah.
You can just charge your way to the other side of the map, do whatever he wants. Lesh TP's the mid lane though. Okay, so FATA's left up here by himself. I wonder if Newb try and defend. Let's see. Yeah, KP is TPing to the tier 2. Looks like this mid one is just desperately trying to get some farm. He's actually, I think that's the bots queued up for him next. So he's going to go Blade Bell into bots and just try and make space to go and split the map up, go and farm in the side lanes.
Yeah.
Be really efficient with this farm.
Absolutely. Puppey's hanging around, always looking for those charges, though I think Kaka does see him here through the trees.
If he charges, KP can hit Kaka here as well. What value charge?
I die for it, but I hit 2 heroes.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Worth.
Like Pudges when they hook in an enemy carry and immediately get killed by them. It's like, sick hook though, bro.
Yeah, nice. Nice one, man. Okay, so there's that sentry, so Kaka's actually going to de-ward that ward. It just got placed down. So Odie gets 250 health as well. He's going to be a lot more tanky, a lot more harder to deal with, especially because Secret don't have a lot of burst damage on their heroes. Kind of have this Lesh, DK, Druid Ember. You know, none of them really. They don't have spells that just do a load of damage all at once, apart from maybe the Lesh.
Fortify thrown out by the die just to protect the hero, but I'm pretty sure the tower's going to go down all the same.
Yes.
No response to this.
Gonna be dead.
Despite Kaka and Faith waiting.
Waiting in the wings.
No ultimate yet from the Sanking actually. Is he holding that level? Surely he must be. Can't be level 5.
I think it's really difficult to get your epicenter off on Sanking unless you have a blink though, so might be just looking to put more points in Sandstorm and push out waves.
Ace is doing so much damage here and his team's smoked up around him, so any rotation in will be punished, but it looks like Newb are more than happy just to let that one go.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's going for the Maelstrom on Lone Druid.
Yeah, it's good damage.
New build.
I was trying to think of heroes earlier that would do well with that Maelstrom, and I think Lone Druid, obviously with the Mask of Madness and the Rabbit, probably one of them actually with the damage output.
Yeah. What about Medusa?
Possibly. Yeah.
Always nice. Here we go. Medusa. They get the stun off, but it is just an immediate back out. Although Puppey's no. Okay, he's not good.
I'm not sure if you saw. I think does KP have a blink on the centaur? Oh,
start from the high ground. Very nice from FATA, and that'll get them the kill onto Kaka.
Yeah, good kill. Yeah, I like that he hasn't put a point in epicenter, to be honest. I think it's. I do this when I play Sanking. It's really difficult to get a good epicenter off, especially with all the lockdown the Secret have with the chains, DK stun, Lesh, Spirit Breaker.
But the tournament's called Epicenter.
Oh yeah.
How can he not?
Banned.
Yeah. Come back next year.
Yeah.
Sorry, skill Epicenter.
He's actually going for the 2 mana regen on the DK as well. He went for it last time he played DK2, but I'm surprised. I thought the damage reduction would have been really good against the troll. Never mind.
Yeah, that's true, but it really does nothing against OD, and I guess if it's only as effective on half heroes, then might as well.
Very true.
Mid lane, a lot of damage out onto Puppey here. I don't think he escapes from this. He does go down.
Yeah, and that's the troll. It doesn't matter. You just get this blink stun, and then OD's there, and it's like, I'm just going to take all of your int.
That's a lot of damage onto Kaka here. Does turn around to get the stun off, and then with the golem to follow it up, Ace needs to try and get himself out of here. He is extremely fast. Meanwhile, YapzOr, he's going to act as a distraction and get taken off in the backlines. FATA trying to make his way out of this fight as well, and the bear looks like all 3 will survive. As FATA just pops a Shadow Blade in 6 rounds to see if anybody wants to overextend, but Newb are much more careful than that.
That is the golem used as well, though, but if they get this tier 1, I think that's worth.
Yeah.
If they get that kill, they get the quick tier 1. And yeah, there's the Maelstrom on the Lone Druid. Okay.
Dope.
So obviously the Maelstrom procs can't be evaded anymore.
Oh, Puppey coming in, going hard, and then Ace here on the sidelines doing all of that damage, and there's the route they were looking for, but all of those stuns, and they do find the kill onto SCCC, and that's a big one. And KP, can he get the chains? No, he can't quite. It was, oh man, it was 1 out of 3.
That was a really good play by mid one there.
Yeah, to jump down the cliff and get 1 less of the Ancients in the steering chains. So close to being sick, unfortunately.
Very
Wasn't
unfortunate.
to be, yeah.
Oh my word. So now Secret look really strong now that the OD's dead. They're probably going to look to try and push for something here or get another kill with the Shadow Blades. Yeah, here we go.
Uh-oh. This Centaur's dead.
Yeah, and then now they
that's my cast for that.
Now they can transition into the tier 2 with the Mask of Madness and the Druid. So much damage with this bear.
Just, oof, he is wrecking those towers.
And this DK as well. They have so much push potential with the Lesh. My word. So it's pretty crazy.
Yep, and they'll lose a tier 2 just like this, and there's the steering chains onto the Sand King. You gotta keep your distance when mid one's in the game.
They're just going in 1 by 1. They get a good fade to bombs out, but it only connects 2 actually. So Look at Ace and FATA just ruining this tower. I don't think they'll finish it off. But
there's so much siege potential from these two.
That's such good chip damage for them as well, because if they ever win a fight, they might be able to finish off the tier 3 next time, and that opens up shrines. Obviously, just snowballs forward and forward into the future.
Yep, down to half health very, very shortly into this, into that push as well. It's just crazy.
So obviously, Newb have really good Roche potential with the troll. They haven't really been able to have a sniff of that yet. It's kind of just been all secret in the last few minutes.
Yep, it's all coming up secret as Puppey charges towards the farm. I mean, alright, so Newbie, they've definitely got a chance coming back into this game though, right? Like, they've got the Golem, they've got the Epicenter, you know, they've got the Troll ult and the Centaur ult, and also they've got an OD, so all of these heroes can come together to make a really potent teamfight if they can pull it off right. The issue is keeping these heroes alive versus the heroes on Secret. And, you know, Ace is going to be constantly wanting to keep his space from you, especially from SCCC, who he very much fears. So I think it's all about getting the jump onto this lone druid and not letting him just do the damage from the sidelines. Trying to find other means to deal with the Ember Spirit because he's just too tricky to kill in the team fight. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if it is ever a 5-on-5, then I think Newb are obviously going to win. They have really good AoE skills. Stampede, Golem, Epicenter when he skills it. But Secret are doing a really good job of not letting them have that 5-on-5. Secret are doing a much better job of playing the map at the moment, finding pickoffs and turning it into objectives. Yeah. It feels like Newb are reacting to everything rather than making plays of their own.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And with this, Secret so aggressive with their smoke, you know, right outside the enemy base, and Puppey just goes and gets a ward down for their smoke instead. And you know, this is you know, if you smoke for it, Newbie.
There is a BKB on the troll.
FATA will pop it. They know there's an Invis hero on top of them, and now they get the stun off on to the Dragon Knight. Now they're coming in using that ulti from Warlock to aid their escape. Now Moogie did pop Battle Trance, but SCCC taking a lot of damage from Ace, and now he gets a root up as well. One more hit will do the job, and that's it. The OD is down. Going for more, they find Karko, and now Newbie in a really bad position in this fight. Faith, he's taking so much damage, he goes down as well. Ace just doing what he wants in this fight. There's so much damage on him, and he takes down another. FATA helping out with that one. Moogie, the only one left alive, he just gets back into his base and gets out of the... Oh, maybe, mid one. Gets a root, but can't really follow up.
This is so good from Secret. The Ace is doing so much damage, and we talked about the lack of gap close. Newbie were just grouped up, and they kind of throw everything on the DK, and FATA's like, well, I'm a DK. Like, this is fine.
Exactly. Like, he doesn't mind that at all. Meanwhile, mid ones and Ace just said, hey, you've got no lockdown left, let's go. You know, they could just do whatever they wanted in that fight. Pants off.
Good stun from Kaka, but it's just not enough.
Just going to die for that. Yeah. It's feeling a bit awkward from Newbie now. I don't think that was the correct play for Kaka.
I mean, it feels like Secret are just so in tune with each other and on the same page, where Newbie don't really have a game plan at the moment. It feels like they're kind of just waiting to see what Secret do. And they go, oh, let's go. Like, they tried to smoke there. They run into DK and they're like, do we commit to this? And they weren't really sure. And then they didn't really commit their spells, and then they kind of tried to back off a bit. And they're like, oh, actually, let's try and fight. They're not together. They're not a unit, the same way that Secret are this game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Meanwhile, Puppey just going for the stuns. The fact that he can charge the enemy carry, land it, and then just run away again is kind of silly. He has got a haste rune, but...
Yeah, this Puppey Spirit Breaker is doing so much work.
As always.
As always, yeah.
Might be a new up-and-coming respect ban for the next team to face them.
If somebody bans Spirit Breaker against Secret, I would lose my mind.
That's not a hero you ban right now.
I mean, if you have to, then you have to. But
yeah. If you can't play against the...
And look at that net worth chart over the last few minutes. It's just suddenly gone south so quickly.
Jesus, it's plummeting pretty fast.
10k net worth for Secret with that the mid-range.
They got 100% win rate, so...
That's true. Yeah, easy.
All right. Are we
Game
leaving?
over.
We off?
Yeah, well, all right. See you later, guys.
Yep.
So, DK going for that silver edge as well. I don't know how valuable that is, but the extra invis.
Karka with the aggressive stuns, although they do have the troll to follow it up with, and now the Centaur ulti as well. He's going to go stun some here in the background. They do kill YapzOr, but he gets up a 3-man stun just before he dies, so...
Do they have any detection?
The final middle finger.
Yeah, FATA's gone. They have no dust, they only have sentries, and FATA's too quick to lock down. We haven't really seen this Warlock do anything at all, to be honest. Like, the Golems have been nice, but they haven't really... You want that... The Golem with the FATA bonds into like a big blink epicenter stun, and then they all just kind of die.
Yeah.
Ember Maelstrom. So there's 2 Maelstroms now. So Secret are really showing us what this this new item can do. Not new item, but new version of the item can do.
New item, Maelstrom. Never heard of it before.
Yeah, what's that one? I don't like that Faith hasn't put a point in upheaval as well either. I think that would have been really valuable this game.
Yeah, I mean...
It kind of forces you to go on the Warlock after you use your Golem, because otherwise they're like, okay, well, you've used Golem, we're just going to ignore you now because you don't do anything. So.
But at the same time, you know, you've got a Spirit Breaker who doesn't care about that. You've got, you know, the Bear cares about it, but with the range on Ace, he doesn't care about it. The range on the less track spells means he doesn't... I don't think it's fantastic, and of course, Mid-One is just not bothered about it at all on the Ember Spirit, because he can just spirit around the fight anyway. Spirit around the fight? Yeah. Use the spirits. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Okay. I will refute your call out there.
So Puppey going for that Solar Crest next as well. He does have the medallion. It's going to give them some really good roach potential. I like this a lot. Try and give them that next big objective so they can get in some more towers. Look at Secret's wards though. Yeah. One just died just in the top lane. Oh, I like this from Newbie though.
Big smoke. Are they going to walk into the scan though? Oh, it's their own scan. Never mind.
I think they thought that Dire were roaching because obviously they don't see anything. But
big time.
Mid-One pushing in this bot lane though. They might go roach now that this bot lane's pushing in
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, is that what you pointed out?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's fine. Don't worry. I'm here for you.
Just not really listening.
At least you realised it's fine.
Yeah, true.
I like this smoke from Secret now that they see Newbie all again.
Oh, FATA. He's got the haste room, but nice blink out, although he still gets the chains off somehow.
Oh, good splitter.
Okay.
Look at Ace on the low ground. Just opening.
So much damage, and in comes the DK being taken down by Mugi, though. Will be able to get this kill onto the DK, but not before Faith himself goes down. Now KP going to drop as well on the Centaur. Mugi looking for more. Who can he find? Puppey. He's going to get caught out. God knows what he's doing there, but he goes down all the same. And this is now 2 for 2 as it stands. Can Secret get any more? The Astral is out. The buyback from the Centaur looking to get involved in this fight. Oh, nice stun of the BKB from Ace. So quick finger there. Now onto the Centaur. Can they bring him down?
I think he's going to... Oh, okay.
Astral is out. Ace just wants to be careful here. Kaka is forwards. He's got stun available, but the BKBs were out. Oh, what a beautiful stun from YapzOr.
They do have the big stun
now. Oh, use it off though. Can he get it? No. Okay, this is our final hurrah.
Yeah,
but he made space.
Yeah, YapzOr's had an unfortunate few minutes, but that was the buyback from the center. That's pretty value. You know?
Yeah. And they only get the less track for it, so not ideal for them.
And OD does have the movement speed talent as well now, so he's going to be a bit more easy to kite around the Druid in the fights. Yeah. That Ace is doing so much damage.
Did you see the Searing Chains in that fight by any chance? When I think he Searing Chainsed him as he blinked, and then the Searing Chains followed him and caught to the person up the hill. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm pretty. I don't think he sleight of fisted up the hill. I don't know. Somebody replay it. Let me know what happened. Very weird.
No man's probably talking rubbish.
Very weird.
Same
probably.
as usual.
Yeah, probably, but.
You guys don't have to put with it. I do.
Either he predicted the blink immediately, or the Searing Chains followed him. I actually think the Searing Chains followed him. Anyway,
I like that Sankey's going for an Aeon Disc as well. It's really going to help him against this initiation from like the Spirit Breaker, the DK, the Lesh, even the Ember absolutely. As well. And Newbie nice do get this ward. Yeah, that's very good. Going to make sure that that's actually the Mjolnir on Ace. Wow, really gone all out for it.
Yeah, going for the full. Kit cut caboodle.
So 170 damage on the lightning, same as the Maelstrom, but obviously that attack speed.
Smoke up, and now will be revealed by Faith with a nice positioning in the tree line. Can they punish him for this? Ulti is popped by FATA, trying to get the stun, but now the Centaur ulti used to get Faith to safety. They use the ulti on Puppey and will be able to take him out because of that. Nice job by Puppey there. Not relying on the charge, but instead committing to the ulti the moment he could.
I mean, that's the change in the Nether Strike as well. Obviously knocking them back twice the distance it used to. It just takes the Warlock even further out of position. It's so difficult for Newbie to deal with that.
Yeah, the repositioning is really key.
I love with the Warlocks if they just head straight into the Roche Pit as well. I think they can do this quickly enough if Ace does the damage.
Yeah, it looks to be going down pretty quickly.
Well, actually, I don't know. But it depends if Newbie wants to fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure Newbie... Well, they are.
They're coming over.
I mean, they have a Centaur. They have no Centaur ulti.
Yeah, look at this. Okay.
Oh, on the backlines. Astral used. Actually, it could be DK in trouble now that ulti has popped, and now Boogie using the BKB just to make sure they get this kill. Secret, they just want to back out of this one now. They want nothing to do with Newbie anymore. Yeah,
now that Troll has the BKB, they don't really have any way of stopping the Troll BKB this game apart from the Nether Strike. We saw in game 1. Well. Yeah, that's true. The Puppey saved his Nether Strike for the Troll BKB, but he doesn't seem to be doing that this game. Yeah, I think the other kills are very important. Puppey, just, always got to land those charges. Oh, kind of missed. Oh my word.
Oh dear, Kako just gets taken out despite the golem, and then Puppey getting taken down as well. As KP popping that ult, he's trying to run forward and get a couple more maybe.
Kaka buys back as well. They really want the Roche. Yeah, that's the big objective now for them. If they can get this Aegis on the Troll, that's going to be huge.
It's going to be a nice game. Maybe even put it on SCCC, but I think you're right. Troll's probably going to be the recipient since he is pretty farmed. Bear's going to go scout and give his life for it.
Easy 300 gold.
Yeah, SCCC tears that poor little bear apart. And the Hurricane Pike, bear number 2 might be going down as well. They just want to scout with it as they fear SCC out. And that's the ultimate from Kaka. Going to try and bring down Ace. Can he do it in time? Stun is out and in goes mid one, dropping all of the spirits onto Faith and will take him out. Ace does go down though, and SCCC on the high ground with that BKB. Puppey just hiding inside the Roche pit. Mid one will be able to find Kaka, but meanwhile it's FATA fighting up versus the Troll Warlord. Troll pops the ulti to try and fight up FATA. Now the yields is up, but in comes Puppey, going to scare away KP, and that's going to be YapzOr. Might get out of this one. Now, got to be careful though.
This OD hits so hard.
He's very, very hard-hitting hero right now, especially with all that in. He's still on that fight, 40 in. Whew. Dude's going to hurt you.
And it was decent though from Newbie, but again, they really wanted the Aegis and to just keep it for a push, but they lost it straight away, and suddenly that buyback from Sanking really doesn't look to have done anything, and Ace is just... I don't know. Odie had a good fight. Ace is doing better though, I feel like, on this Lone Druid.
But they did get the Aegis on Troll, didn't they?
I think that he lost it straight away though.
Oh yes, yeah, he did. Sorry.
So, unfortunate. There is a Silver Edge now on the DK going for... I'm surprised he didn't go for the blink after the Shadow Blade though. He would have been able to blink into that Roche bit there at the end and try and steal the Aegis, but not to be, unfortunately.
Well, another chance for Newbie as they waited out. I mean, yeah, getting into this super late game. I mean, well, I mean, not the super late game, but if it does get to that stage where we're looking at like 12 solid bears and all that business, I feel like Secret do stand a really good chance. But in like the time in between that, like the mid to late game, I think this is Newbie's timing.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Troll's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the problem he's having is that now that his BKB's running low, it's super difficult for him to latch onto anybody, and again, Puppey did a really good job of charging through him that fight. Yeah, but Ember's going to be so difficult for them to lock down, I feel like, more than anything. Yeah, definitely. He's up to 13.5k net worth now. Oof, crazy. And I like this Ghost Scepter that Lesh is going for as well, and YapzOr's going for. It's going to be really good against the OD and the Troll, just letting yourself live for longer. Yeah, you're making them waste time on bringing you down. OD has the BKB now as well. Going for the Shivas next, which is going to help with the locking down Ace to try and get him down quickly. What are Newbie doing here? They are pushing this top wave out, but Secret and nowhere to be seen for them, so they just want to stay together as 5 and make sure none of them get picked off. Seems that way. Do they want to push? That is a question edging on my mind. I mean, mid one is constantly down in the bottom lane pushing out anyway, so whatever they do, they're going to have to deal with the Ember. Yeah, I mean, this is why you go for bots on Ember though, isn't it? Just push these lanes out and then just get back to the fight so quickly. He's almost got that Lincoln's online now, which is really going to help him against the Sand King. That's the main way he dies. Yeah. But I think when he gets this Lincoln's, he's pretty much unkillable. Unless he uses the triple spirits to kill somebody in a fight and then just die afterwards. But yeah, I was worried when he did that in the fight. He used all of his spirits to get in, and I thought, well, this is it for mid one, but he was okay. Does go for the Spell Amp over the True Strike as well. It's definitely the right choice this game. Not really too much to worry about in terms of evasion. Yeah, he's never going to get close enough to the Troll for a Troll to get that Whirling Axe on him, so yeah, I think that's correct. The question is, what does he go for after the Lincolns? I mean, he's got his options open, doesn't he? Does he want to go down the physical damage route or the magical damage route? I think physical. You want to... I don't know. I think he wants to be able to chop people up with sleight of fist rather than actually be in the middle of the fight where he's at risk to the axes and the OD damage, and not to mention the stuns from Centaur and Sand King. He doesn't want to be near the side of Newbie, and when you get physical damage you just rely on sleight of fist, so you don't have to be. I think he might go for a Shivas though against the Troll and the OD. I think that might be pretty good. Yeah, that is very nice to slow down their attack speed and their movement speed as well, but I don't know, we'll see. Troll go for the Nullifier as well, really going to help against all these BKBs. Yeah, and the Shadow Blades on DK and such. Yeah, very nice to bring down the DK. It purges the Flame Guard as well. See. Oh, wonderful. So smart. So wonderful. Smart. The Newbie do smoke up here. Let's see what they can find. Are they going to run into FATA?
Oh, yes, they are. They're going to get the burst strike off onto that DK. Can they take him down in time? It looks like they might be able to. The bot golem have to be popped as well. But SCCC will get that final hit in.
Yeah.
And now, with the Dragon Knight down, they can look towards this middle lane tower.
With the gem on Centaur, that was just enough to get on top of the DK and kill him off.
Yep. Meanwhile,
YapzOr though.
Oh, Edicts, baby. Here we go.
Oh my word, look at that damage.
Tower. Oh my lord. And look at the way he's positioning himself here. Nice stun, actually. Gets KP. And I think this is just like, well,
space created.
Exactly. My words, exactly. And but middle lane, mid one's just trying to play around, seeing if they can find a kill here. As like Golem's still hanging around, but SCCC all alone here. His team left him, and all of a sudden YapzOr's death looks like the most valued death I've ever deathed.
That was a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm going to write poetry after my casting career's died.
Yeah, please write
approximately one game.
I mean, I could have told you that. It's fine. Before the game started. Sorry.
Please stop.
That's fine. Here we go. So Mugi's pushing out this bot lane. Alondra's actually got a Chrysalis online, so probably going to go for the Daedalus just for that raw damage against the OD and the Troll. I think that's definitely the way to go. Just want to burst these heroes down as quickly as you can. Who uses TeamSpeak in 2018? Hello?
Oh, he's just ringing up 0800 Dota 2.
Oh yeah.
Getting some big advice. And,
hello, Puppey. Yes, it's me. Yeah. Sorry, I can't answer your question.
No, tell me, what is your advice for Secret to get ahead in this game? I mean, they just killed the OD, which is pretty big.
Puppey does regularly come to me for advice, by the way. That's
I'm not surprised.
Definitely. Yeah,
not surprised.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
So how do Secret come back into this game? Because I mean, well, they're not out of the game. They've still got an 8k gold lead, but it just feels like Newbie are hitting their timings right now. Or is it in fact Newbie who are losing because they're not doing enough with their timings? I
think Puppey needs to make sure he uses his spells on the Troll BKB. He did a good job before. He's been doing it okay, but not all the time this game. And they just need to protect Ace. I feel like YapzOr's doing a good job of just basically sacrificing himself every fight and just drawing as much attention as he can. I think when FATA gets a BK, that's going to be a big point. BKB, that's going to be a big point for them as well.
Yeah.
Ember just finished up the Mjolnir, which is going to help as well, obviously. But Newbie are trying so hard to get some sort of 5-on-5 fight, and Secret, like every game so far, are just never ever letting them. When they do lose a fight, Secret, it feels like they only lose 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then so Newbie can't really push for objectives. It's really difficult for Newbie to try and force things here. Look, if you just look at where all the lanes are on the map, where all the creep equilibriums are. Newbie can't do anything. They just don't have enough vision on the map. And like enough map control. But who pushes the waves out for them? They have like a Sand King, but they get picked off so easily by the Spirit Breaker if anybody shows in a lane, like in a lane by themselves. So they just can't show anywhere. And this is why you see Newbie just grouping up together all the time at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe they've taken a fair few fights recently, and they got that
Daedalus
as well.
Daedalus on the Druid. This is going to be huge. Lots and lots of damage. Oh, and there's a Hoelgaard on the Spirit Breaker as well, which is going to be amazing versus OD. Hoelgaard, obviously one of the bigger counters against OD.
Oh, Kaka! He finds YapzOr in the tree lines with the Burrow Strike, and now there's going to bring in the big guns to take him out. Okay,
but again, what do they get from this kill? YapzOr's like, okay, cool, you killed me bot, but whatever. Like, your mid lane's getting pushed in.
I think it's pretty big. It buys Newbie some more time in this game to keep on trying to find their momentum.
But is time what they need at this point? I just don't feel like it is.
True.
He's actually going for the BKB on Ember. Okay, I like that too. We talked about the BKB on DK being a good deal, but obviously it's going to be just as good on mid one. It kind of negates a lot of their damage apart from the Troll. We'll have to see. Yeah, I like that Ace is going for a Lincolns as well. Really good against this Sand King. Kind of stops the Sand King from being able to do anything ever. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not nice when your hero's only use is countered. But hey, he can still epicenter things.
I don't know. I feel like this game's probably going to go on for at least another 10 minutes or so, though. Like, both teams are really struggling to.
If Secret have it their way, then yes, they certainly will, because they just don't really want anything to do with Newbie right now.
And you see KP's just pinging bot lane. They're like, we can't do anything here. Like, we have to go and defend this bot lane, otherwise mid-one's just going to punish us.
Yeah, and. Well, Roshan timer is on 2 minutes, so it won't be long before that is an option. And I think that's when Secret will be forced into a fight, because I don't think they want to give away this Aegis for free.
I'd like to see Puppey pick up a gem soon as well, to try and close the map up more for Newbie, because they're really scared of this Spirit Breaker already.
Yeah. So while Secret's Roche is okay, and fighting around the Roche pit is actually so big for Secret this game. Yeah, it's just for movement.
They know that Puppey saw them now, though, because he was charging towards them.
Oh, was he? I thought he was charging creeps.
Yeah, no, I think he was charging... Maybe.
Oh, there's a line drawn by
yes, this is what
someone.
I mean. It's Puppey. He's like, I didn't reveal it, guys.
Yeah, his team flaming and saying, dude, you told them everything.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Kaka has his own gem on this Sanking, and I think Puppey needs one just as much. They might have one on the DK, I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. Sanking with the Iron Disc as well, really difficult to bring down with him being the key hero of these fights. Yeah, Mid1 just being the most annoying person you could ever be on an Ember.
yeah, this is pretty much how Ember's played these days. You know, you don't really see the safe farming Ember. And also, if you're pushing out these waves, you're farming the creeps all the way down there. It opens up the map way more for not only your other carries, but also your supports, because they want to farm too.
Especially this Lesh, YapzOr.
Oh yeah,
obviously one of the most greedy fours, I think.
Yeah, YapzOr. Absolutely.
He can't steal CS with Feybolt this game, but he can steal it with Lightning Storm, so it's fine.
Ooh, Puppey actually cancelled his charge there, and I think that might have been a mistake because Karkar just used Bow Strike onto some creeps.
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's really difficult though when they don't have vision just behind him.
True, and the troll was waiting in the lane, which I think they saw. So
yeah. Ace just farming away, so both teams just quite happy to farm at the moment. Come on, guys.
I'm not sure Newbie are actually that happy to farm, especially with Roche spawning in a minute. I think everybody's just kind of building up for this big Roche fight. You know, they're just kind of getting ready, getting their gloves on.
See, that wand with 20 charges just feels disgusting, by the way. It was on the DK a second ago. It just doesn't feel right. You know, 17 or nothing. That's going to take a little while of getting used to.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but you know, we're casters. The one thing we do is adjust, improvise. But here we go.
God damn it, Ice Rock.
Whether we want it or not.
I don't like change. Don't like change. Ember's got this arcane rune now, so if he wasn't annoying enough before, he definitely is now. I'll try actually blitz into the Roche pit.
And I don't think this is a move expected. Oh, never mind. Bear's going to scout it. Bear says, hello. I'm literally a ward this game. Yeah,
it means that the whole of Secret are going to start heading over there. But look at this bot lane again. Like, someone from Newbie has to deal with this, and it's going to free up the Roche for Secret, I feel like that kind of area.
Yeah.
Oh, the Radiant actually scan out YapzOr as well.
Yeah.
He's like, oh god, get me out of here. Please. I love that he's going for a Halberd of his own as well. I think that's the right play. Good evasion.
Wow. Yeah, that's, I mean, not a usual item we see on Leshrack by any stretch of the imagination, but versus Troll and OD, it is so good, especially at this stage in the game where the BKBs are starting to run low. Yeah. And, you know, you only get those 5 seconds, so you can almost always get a decent Heaven's Halberd off in a fight.
Yeah, I think it makes you tanky though. You know, it gives you HP, gives you evasion.
Oh, sure.
So why not? Like, that's what Lesh loves.
Yeah.
Move back into the Roche pit we go.
Yep, and a Bear, well, actually going to be caught just outside of it. So they will use the stun. Puppey waiting nearby, and now they just use the troll ult. They don't even care anymore. Blink in from FATA though, going to find the stun, but immediately astraled up. Now Mugi will turn it around, trying to deal the damage to FATA. In comes a Golem. Puppey trying to get the stun out onto Mugi, pushes him back into it all. There comes the epicenter ripping through. Can they finish off Puppey? No, they cannot. And Mid1 is just doing whatever they want. The cores on Secret are just too big, and now they're going to take down the OD as well. Immediate buyback from him though. They know they can't let this get Roche go without a fight. This is the fight. This is Newbie's chance. I mean, they can't let the Roche go. They can't let their cores die. They have to commit, and actually they just do let the Roche fall whilst Troll farms Ancients. And is now
Mugi dies, now it's over.
Stuns are out onto him. It's too much damage. The Troll's going to drop. Slightly questionable there from him. Yeah, KP thrown up into the air. Caught when he lands the floor. And Mid1's on a killing spree. Let's go. Middle lane as the buyback is used from Centaur, but they know that Troll has nothing.
Do you know what? I completely forgot they'd taken mid-racks already. I've got to be honest.
That was a long time ago. That feels like another game ago, but here we go. Secret. And they'll be more than happy to probably mega creeps this.
Yeah, Ace is
oh no, there's a tier 2 on at top.
Oh, GG. End.
Okay. I mean, well, it does elongate this game.
Nobody locks down Ace in that fight, so he just did whatever he wanted.
Mid1 going pretty hard right now. He's got his Aegis, but
okay.
Oh no, he doesn't have the Aegis.
Well, this is interesting.
Okay, Mid1 having to get out, and there's that upheaval, and they use his anti-eclipse, and they will be able to bring down Mid1.
Ember buyback, he comes straight back.
No, they find KP who did just buy back, and yeah, Mid1's back in this fight. They're ready to go. FATA nearly finding it.
That upheaval is owning, by the way.
That's a lot of damage from the arcane orbs, and the upheaval slowing everybody right down, but it looks like Secret are going to expose the Ancient very shortly, though. In comes Faith, 50 seconds till Trolls back soon, and there is the Searing Jane's coming through. Faith eats the dust. Burst strike onto FATA, but I mean, what does it matter at this stage?
Ace is just ending the game.
Newb are just trying to hold on, but the Ancient is falling, and Newb, they hold on to the very last minute, but he's caught as the Ancient falls. This series goes to Secret.
Well played to Secret. I think they played that game perfectly.
Absolutely.
Maybe not perfectly, but especially that second Roach fight. When Mugi brought back on the Troll,